Hi. This is the Bard. This is the Bard. Everybody, sit down. Sit down. I'm coming into my private studio here and my dressing room. I haven't gone out on stage yet. This is just kind of a little chit chat between us. And yes, I am the Honorable Sir David the Bard. Now, the subject today that I'm going to bring up, I brought up this morning, and the Danites stole my video from YouTube and deleted it. The bastards. So anyway, I have to redo it. Thank your Jesus that I have the time and the money to be able to do it. Now, the word money. Now, let me tell you why I am so excited today. This is one of the best days of my life. I have to admit that. I feel like I've watched each one of my children born, except the adopted ones and one other boy. And I've seen all my other 14 children born. And that's an exciting time for me. Those are some of the best days of my life. I woke up this morning after begging for money yesterday. I don't know. Maybe I could turn into a good beggar. I don't know. But maybe not. I don't know. And I looked on my PayPal after I asked for monies to be sent for the hungry Filipino children that I know in the Philippines. I mean, these are not strangers, all of them. They're people that I actually know at the orphanage. And I clicked on PayPal. Hell, there was $5 on there. I thought it was like an orgasm. I said, one person believes in me. It wasn't my mom or dad. It wasn't any of my brothers and sisters who shunned me in the Mormon church. And it wasn't my wife or children trying to make me feel good. It was somebody. I don't even remember if it was from England. Somebody sent money in, they said, euros. Well, I don't know what the hell a euro is. How many euros go to 42 pesos in the Philippines? Well, what was exciting is PayPal and YouTube automatically hit that exchange. Whatever the exchange was, when that money hit the computer, it went over. Now, let me tell you how excited I really am. And if you're not, I don't care. It's me that I care about now. Anyway, I asked my wife, Mercy, I said, how much would $5 buy rice in the Philippines? And she said, about 4 kilos. I go, oh, shit, I have an American education. I don't know what a kilo is. Is it the size of a car? Is it a big rock outside? I don't know. So Mr. Google, he knew. 4 kilos is 8.8 pounds of rice. That's like a 10-pound bag of rice. That woman just sent to hungry children in the Philippines. And I thought, that's bitchin'. I helped, and she helped. And I thought, damn, that makes me feel good. That makes my life continuing to be worth it. You know, my son, Dan, I just spoke to a few minutes ago on the phone, and he says, well, gee, Dad, last year you were over... I won't name the town, but it's in Wyoming, where I tried to kill myself and was in the hospital and unconscious, and they took me in off the highway and whatever. He says, you're having a better Christmas. And I said, you bet your ass I am. And he said, well, what you have to remember is Colonel Sanders didn't do shit in life until he was 65. And he invented Kentucky Fried Chicken. I said, hey, this is my Kentucky Fried Chicken. I got $5. That's excellent. So I get to send that over to him, and I'll let them know who sent it. Now, here's one of the things that I'm nervous about. I would love to be so transparent that I could just give her name and the amount and whatever, and compliment her and let her take advantage of her own money. She's watching her money go into the mouths of children. This isn't going to a mall, folks. This is not going to a damn mall. It's not going to someone wearing a fancy suit and driving a fancy car. Hell, I still got a Prius. $5 in an old Prius don't get you a Cadillac. So anyway, I didn't want to get her in trouble. Now, my producer is anonymous. I'm going to let you use your imagination why he is anonymous, okay? He's an excellent man. He's funny. He's so talented with the computer and so kind to talk to an old man and say, push the button. Now go over here and push the... God damn. I spent a half a day with the guy, and he just gave it to me, and I loved it. So I have the ability now to have an opening and a closing on my videos. And he sent me a new closing. It's nicer. It's longer. All of you and I said to him, we want it just a little bit longer. Anyway, I don't want to get the girl in trouble. What if her father, or I mean her husband, what if her husband's the bishop, and he looks into the he looks into the bank account and goes, Marjorie, $5 to the Bard? Isn't that the guy that says he hates the Mormons? Oh, he doesn't hate the Mormons. The Mormons hate him. Did you give $5 to the Bard? So I didn't want to bring her name up. I wanted to protect her, no, and not ambiguity, her anonymous, I can't think of the word. Anyway, thank you so much. You've made me a very happy person. If I can send 8.8 pounds of rice to a hungry child in the Philippines with your $5, I am a good person. And you know what? You're a better person. You're a better person. I'm an atheist. My standards are higher than the Mormon Church. My standards are higher than general Christianity. I follow that money. I make that money go into the mouths of children. It doesn't go into overhead. Now, people that, like the attorney, she works for this, and it takes time out of her day. She went to law school. She should get something. But not what Monson gets. Not what Monson gets. She should be paid properly for her time and talents of what it's worth in the Philippines. Not what it's worth in the U.S. That's more expensive. So, I'm excited. We got $5 in the pot. And PayPal works. Now, it has to go, this is a little more complex than a lot of you folks know. It's in the PayPal account. Okay, I have to access the PayPal account and send it into my bank account. Now, I'm not a nonprofit, okay? The IRS is going to hit me on this, and I'm still moving to be 501, but I think I'm still going to be okay. Now, that's going to hit my bank account, Wells Fargo, here down in the Australian wilderness, the kangaroos. I go in, and they just hop and help me as quick as they can. And then I have to move that money from my account over to a transfer account, and there's I think a $3 charge. And I don't care if I move $50,000, $100,000, or $5. There is a $3 charge for it to go to the attorney in the Philippines. Now, there's no more cost. She just takes a small percentage of the money for her work, and then people come to her office and pick that up, and then they send me receipts and they send me proposals, so I know that went into the mouth of a hungry Filipino child. No one got their bag of rice and took it out on the street and sold it for, 1,000 pesos and bought cigarettes and beer with it. I think I'm a little tighter than food stamps here in the United States. I've seen people sell food stamps with a 50% discount and get cash. So anyway, I'm as excited as hell, and I'm willing to take any suggestions. Any suggestions. You don't like what I'm doing or how I'm doing it? One guy gave me some advice on PayPal. They've had some problems, I guess, in the past, and I tried to evade those problems. Everything that is set up in the name of this gifting that you're doing. Now, you can't deduct this from your taxes. It's not a 501 yet. When it is, it'll take me 2 or 3 months probably to write the articles of incorporation and get the board of trustees all set up and the meetings and the IRS approval. It's a timely thing. But anyway, the money can go directly to them right now. You can do 5, 10, 100, $1 million. It doesn't matter. The account was built, so you decide what you want to give. I'm not asking 10%. I'm not Monson. I prophesy about as much as he does, but mine all come true. Romney didn't win now, did he? The Bard told you a year ago it ain't going to happen. Now, let me close by saying I am so excited that I got the $5 for the kids in the Philippines. And you know what? My 14-year-old, the one that wears the pitchfork and the horns, I love teenagers. A year ago, she was so sweet. I don't know, maybe she had a brain transplant, at least a heart transplant, but she came out, and I told her, I said, the family, I'm in charge because I have the penis. I didn't say that to a 14-year-old. Joseph did, but I don't. And I said, honey, do you want to help? And she says, well, I'm afraid to go on the camera. People will look at me, and I feel embarrassed. And, well, there's other jobs you can do to help this program move along. And I said, what about your brother in the Philippines? And she says, yeah. I said, have you seen his teeth? She says, yeah. I said, have you seen how skinny he is? Yeah. Do you see the school he's gone to? Yeah. You see the clothes and no shoes? Yeah, yeah. I said, well, would you like to try to help your brother? And she said, you know, Dad, I would. I have some babysitting money, and I'd like to try to help him for something. Now, in that situation, it's a hungry Filipino child. If that proposal comes to me, I will send it back to the attorney and say there's one little boy there that needs shoes, socks, and food, and he also needs the dentist. He also needs to get his teeth fixed. I'm authorizing whatever, 1,000 pesos, 1,500 pesos, which is what, I don't know, $8. I can't even remember. I've been so busy today. That is a good use of your money and my time and my effort to do this. Others will come in. Probably not as many individuals. I'm really looking for companies, schools, and orphanages, and people who have already put their heart and their minds into helping. And I've set up roadblocks that people can't steal. I've set up roadblocks that, yeah, they may be able to get away with stealing a little bit the first time. After that, they won't be seen again. If they treat you right, they will be able to have a right to eat all the time. If they treat you wrong and steal your money, I'm going to kick their ass. And I will report them to the Filipino police. They're not going to do anything, but I got to do what I got to do, what I can do. So, I'm not a virgin anymore. Well, maybe a little bit. Thank you for the $5. Oh, God, thank you so much. Anyone can go on the New Caribou channel, and over to the right of the page, there's 2 links. They both go to the same place. You can link on it, pay through PayPal, pay through your credit cards, however you want to do it. But I appreciate you, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to serve. I'm not doing this for Jesus points. And you know what? I'm better than Monson. I don't think Monson has ever sent 1 bag of rice to 1 family or 1 child, ever. I don't care what you Mormons say. I've seen the 0.06% of the billions of tithing monies that come in going to the Haitians. They gave them 4 2x4s and 2 pieces of tin to make a roof. That's what the Mormons do. And they never send money. They have little toothpaste and toothbrush that the sisters make in the chapel. I'm sending food. I'm sending food that goes in children's mouths. And I'm not a religious organization. I'm not any kind of an organization. In fact, I'm totally disorganized. But damn, I feel it. I feel it. I have a soft spot in my heart for those children that I left behind at those orphanages and schools that I was a guest speaker at, and I couldn't do a thing. I couldn't do a thing. But you're doing something, and you've helped. I've got 1 bag of rice that's 10 pounds, and it's going to the Philippines. If the rest of you want to jump in at $5, $10 million, great. I'll send as many bags of rice and convert them to people that are really hungry and people who really need it. And I think doing it is our own reward. If you get Jesus points for it, great. You know, if you're going to pay $300, $400 a month tithing, you Mormons, I speak to you, $100 a day. What about $10 or $15 where you know it really did go for community resources, that it didn't go to building a $5 billion mall? I'm going to feed children. I'm not going to build a mall. Thank you. You've made me very, very happy, and that's hard to do. Thanks.